Good morning.
Do not lack for space in here.
As you know, I'm Travis Maddock and I'm the chair, and I want to thank you for your continued interest
Thank
in
you.
serving as a circuit court judge. We currently have a vacancy in DeLand on the criminal docket. If you could give us an update if anything's changed, how did it go last time?
I think it went well. I was excited last time I got to go back up and interview. As you know, the governor's policy is when you interview, it's a calendar year. If you come back up for appointment within a calendar year, you don't have to go back up and interview with him. So I had exceeded the year, so I was able to go back up, and I think that was a really good experience. Got to meet some more people. I think I was able to present myself well to the governor, and of course timing is everything, and so apparently that wasn't the time. So hopefully we can make some better something better will happen for me this time. But I do continue to try to expand my base of knowledge. So I've taken on a couple other cases. I did put myself in for the court conflict registry. So I've taken on cases for that. I also have taken on another case with Aaron. I've done some more work with the Central Florida Legal Services. So I've been doing a little bit more civil as well as continuing my criminal to keep updated on my criminal appellate certification.
In those criminal cases, are those appeals or?
Yes.
Can you tell us about those?
So one of them is so it's interesting because I do have a client now, right? As a defense, I used to never have to have a client as a prosecutor. So I've been dealing with that and trying to manage what that is and his expectations and try to talk to him about the legal system. So that's been interesting to me. Trying to work the difference between what his expectations of the case will be and what is legally possible to do. So I've been enjoying sort of that exercise. I haven't had to do that a tremendous amount. I did it some with victims, but the dynamic is very different in that regard.
Is that 3850 or?
No, they're direct appeals. Both of them are going to be direct appeals. One is from a plea, and the other one is from a trial.
What do you think you can do this time to kind of get you over the hump?
I'm trying to meet new people, right, in new places and get exposed to new ideas of ways to present myself to the governor and the governor's people so that they can understand that my dynamic and the way that I believe the law should be interpreted is on all fours with what the governor believes.
What do you think is going to be your biggest strength if you get appointed?
I think my experience with having literally looked at, reviewed, and participated in the review of thousands of trials, right? There are people here that will come in with trial experience, and it's very different standing here as an attorney than it is in an appellate world. But at the same time, I have such a vast experience of trial work. So I think bringing that in, where you see the trial from the very beginning all the way to its conclusion, including post-conviction, understanding that the work that you do doesn't stop at that moment that you sentence somebody, that the work that you do has to be able to withstand scrutiny beyond the courtroom itself.
Any questions?
You will or will not have an interview this time?
I don't believe that I will unless they've changed their policy because my last interview was in April.
So, it didn't get you where you wanted to be the last time. And so what kind of alternate approach are you going to take through emissaries or whatever to accomplish the goal you've set out?
Right. I'm going to continue to use the people that have been supportive in the past, and then I'm also trying to expand, right? So the 6 degrees of separation of Kevin Bacon, right? So how many people can I know that know other people, and I can get new introductions and so new avenues. And I feel like perhaps if they hear my name from multiple trusted sources, that might increase my chances that they can believe in me as a viable candidate for the 7th and somebody who will do well for the 7th Judicial Circuit.
Would you ever run?
I would consider running, yes. I prefer the appointment process. I like the idea of a nominating commission that reviews and vets people and puts forward the most competent candidates. So I do enjoy that appointment process, but I am absolutely, I believe, since I would have to run, right, I'm not afraid of an election.
Anybody have any other questions? Well, I think this is probably the 3rd or 4th time we've interviewed.
Yes.
Is there anything you want to highlight before we deliberate?
I would just like to thank you for having the trust in me and the confidence in me moving forward. I would hope that you would continue to do that. I believe that I would make a difference in the 7th Judicial Circuit. I think I could continue the wonderful work that the 7th Judicial Circuit does. I hear a lot of times from all the different people how wonderful the judges in the 7th are, and they don't necessarily get that in other circuits. I think I could continue to make the people of 7th Judicial Circuit proud.
Thank you.
Thank
I think we're getting a little ahead here, so